Hello everybody, welcome back to Ashes of Creation, Everything You Need to Know, Episode 3. This time, with fishing. Fishing is one of the professions in Ashes of Creation that will be a large gold generator, at least in my opinion. Fishing will be used to create furniture, clothing, potions, and food, all things that could be huge boons to any large or small group, especially the potions and food. While food is an entirely another topic, as well as potions, let's talk a little bit about them. Potions from fish could be health buffs, mana buffs, or even types of underwater breathing potions and other stat buffs. These are the obvious ones. There's also the possibility of potions that allow you to do more damage while underwater. For food, I believe the food that will be made from fish will just be general food items that will give linear stat buffs as the tier of fish goes up in level. On top of potions, food, and other things, rare treasures can actually be found while fishing. These will hold a hefty sum of money for whoever catches them, and may be beneficial to kill that player that earned that item to keep it for yourself. This item could include something that's worth a lot of gold to a vendor, or it could be a very rare piece of armor or a weapon that you find completely by chance from fishing. Depending on what kind of rare treasures you can find, you'll expect a lot of people out there fishing. But there are multiple types of fishing that you may want to know about. So let's talk about those different types of fishing and how they work. First off, you have small fishing. Basically a tiny little lake or something like that. It's very easy to do this, as it's just the press of a button and then another press of a button to reel the fish in. This will be the lowest profit way, as it's fairly easy and mindless. Coastal and lake fishing will be similar to small fishing, but possibly a little bit more involved. We don't know the exact details, but that is what it's said to be. I believe there will be some type of small minigame involved with this, but I doubt the rewards will be worth the time and effort spent on this style of fishing. And now we have the last type, deep sea fishing. This will entirely revolve around a minigame that will allow you to catch these fish, as well as special equipment or gear to catch bigger and better fish or rarer treasure. And let's compare real quick to the only other game that really has anything like that, ArcAge. ArcAge has a small fishing auto cast feature that allows you, as long as you have enough bait in your inventory, to infinitely AFK cast forever and catch small fish. These aren't worth much, but can be used in recipes to make stronger items. Deep sea fishing was a much larger operation that allowed you to play a minigame to catch a fish, but to catch these fish, you had to go to a node on the ocean, chum that node, and then you were allowed to fish there and try and get bigger and bigger catches. This centered around a lot of PvP in those areas, as catching those fish was a high profit way to make money. Other players, such as pirates, wanted to get in on that and steal those fish and turn them in themselves for a high profit. It was always a good experience hunting fishing parties to try and steal their fish. They had a very high profit margins in that game, especially when you didn't use the labor to catch them just to turn them in. This was some of the most constant PvP state in the game, and ArcAge will work in a similar manner with having fishing locations that you'll have to chum and use special equipment in. While it hasn't been confirmed, fishing boats will also likely be a part of the game, allowing you to carry multiple fish on your trip back to turn them in. Whether Ashes of Creation will have the same system as ArcAge, where you have to carry these large fish on your back one at a time, is yet to be seen, but I think it's a good direction to go to help people get maximized profits while out fishing in the deep sea. And better for pirates. But that won't be the only way to make money while fishing. There will also be fishing tournaments and the catch of the week. The catch of the week will give you a large bonus for catching that fish. It'll give you a time of day, the difficulty, what the catch is, and the type of bait that you should be using in order to catch it. These fish could also give rare buffs to the food that they're cooked in, or the potions made out of them. There could even be certain fish that you can use to make armor, which is a high potential for PvP players to want to get in on fishing to get the best armor they can. There will also be fishing tournaments, where the winners will presumably earn a lot of gold for these tournaments. Among other rewards, there might be even armor pieces or weapons that you can earn from winning these fishing tournaments, or even a better fishing pole that lets you catch even faster to win the next tournament. And speaking of fishing poles, there are going to be multiple different tiers of fishing poles that you can obtain in the game. These will require higher levels of fishing profession in order to use each better one, letting you have a style of linear progression while you're continuing your fishing career. And of course, the best poles will give you the best fish, which means the most gold. There's going to be a heavy PvP presence within fishing in the open ocean, and I look forward to seeing what happens with the fishing boats and other such things, as well as the treasures. If you genuinely can get a treasure that is a good armor piece that's up to par with the best crafted items and best gathered items, everybody is going to be fishing like crazy to make tons of gold and to get these items, and you can expect it to be a highly competitive environment. But at the end of the day, you also have freeholds. A freehold is a spot of land that you have within a node. These have a limited amount that can be in the world, but some of them will have a fishing spot where you can just kind of relax and fish in your free time. I'll talk about freeholds and what they can do in a future video. While I would love to get more information on fish and be able to speculate more on what they are and what they can do, sadly, we don't have that much information about it at this point. You can look out though, as that when that information comes, I will be uploading another video on this. Thank you again for watching. I hope you appreciate this content as I'm really enjoying making it. Please make sure to like and subscribe if you want to see more of this. But for now, I'm going to keep researching and speculating to find you the most information that you need to know about Ashes of Creation. So for now, I'll see you next time. Have a good day.